These three chemicals flood your brain and your body when you're intimate. Watch how this bonds you, how sex is not just physical. Even the science backs up what God says. Watch this. Dopamine is a pleasure chemical that is released in both parties, and it bonds you to the other person. Bonds you. Vasopressin is released in both males and females, but vasopressin interacts with testosterone more, so it affects the male more than the female. This is crazy. Vasopressin has been called the monogamy molecule. It actually drives exclusivity in a marriage. In fact, they have taken vasopressin levels in animals that mate for life, like they just have one partner for life. They've taken those animals and they've lowered the vasopressin level in those animals, and one of them will cheat. When they raise the levels back up, those two come back together. And this affects the male brain more. It drives exclusivity in a marriage. Now, oxytocin, this is mind-boggling to me. Oxytocin is the same chemical that is released in a woman's brain after she gives birth to a baby. It's released in both males and females, but during intimacy, it floods the female brain at a much higher rate. And when a woman has a baby, what does she do? She bonds to her baby. And when you're intimate, a woman that's flooded with oxytocin bonds with someone else. Do you see what God is doing in our marriages when we try to get this one right? I think it's fun. I think it's just mind-boggling to think that God gave one chemical that affects men a little more for exclusivity, one that affects women more for bonding, and one that affects us both.